Hello, hello, and welcome back to Sims 3: The Rise of Evil, where we're getting them sick games. Now, being a couple episodes back into the recording of this series again, I'm really curious, how many people are still watching this? Yeah, it's hard to, oh, people are getting bored of me. Yeah, how many of you, how many of you are, like, actually watching 3 episodes back into this series? How many of you actually care or are interested in the Sims playthrough? I feel like there's gotta be a good chunk of people who just have this on in the background. Like, are you one of the viewers who was watching the... Oh, you know, I just realized the way the handrail clips into the wall there is cool. But I'm curious, like, are you one of the viewers who was watching this series way back when it was going on early, like, months ago on the channel and are now coming back to continue watching? If so, say so below. Similarly, are you somebody who, upon this series appearing and it being something brand new for you, did you decide to go back and watch the entire Sims 3 Rise of Evil and watch it up until now and get caught up? Like, I want to hear people's general thoughts, because it's really hard to get a gauge on what people enjoy on my YouTube channel, because even the YouTube analytics aren't the most helpful. But comments and conversations on the Discord, I feel like, you know, those give me a lot of very, very good insight into what you guys enjoy. So comment below, like, tell me your thoughts. I'm curious. Alright, after we're done with this, we should definitely go take a bath. An evil bath. Alright, and while she's doing that, let's go look at the others. You know, in my free time, I've been versing myself really well on Tolkien's Legendarium, which is the lore of Lord of the Rings and its surrounding novels. Oh god, he's so stinky. But very, very, very fucking cool world. I love the Tolkien's Legendarium so much. Oh, Jesus. Him under the black light, like the glowing of his underwear. He looks disturbing. Honestly, once he got dressed, it was much less disturbing. The reason I've been looking into Lord of the Rings lore is I'm gonna be running a tabletop campaign set in it, inspired by George R.R. Tolkien's unfinished sequel to Lord of the Rings, The New Shadow. I say unfinished, his abandoned sequel. He wrote, like, a couple of paragraphs of a story. I think he did 2 drafts, if I remember correctly. And then he moved on, because he wasn't liking the story he was writing, and he felt it was depressing to have it, like, to write a story about about returning evil. Because it diminished the success of the heroes, you know? Sorry, I'm moving the mic around a little bit just to get it in a spot that feels nicer visually for me. But yeah, it's, so the campaign is gonna be loosely using those few bits of notes as a jumping off point. So it's set, like, a generation or more than a generation after, the end of Lord of the Rings. Pretty much everyone in the, Lord of the Rings series has either died or moved to the land of the undying, which is where elves go instead of dying, because elves in Tolkien's Legendarium, I keep accidentally pausing the game, in Tolkien's Legendarium don't die. Speaking of don't die, I sure hope my baby doesn't die. Oh wait, it's the son, I don't care if he dies. Oh, but of course Gage is gonna take care of the baby boy. But yeah, the group of players I have so far together is very fun. I've got a Descendants of Gimli, who rules over the Glittering Caves, a Dwarven Giant Hunter, a Friendly Orc, the Child of Tom Bombadil, a descendant of... God, the name... I'm already bad with names, but Lord of the Rings names are even worse. The woman who killed The Witch King. I can't remember her name. One of her descendants, the killer of the slayer of the Witch King. Oh, she's such a cool character too. I can't remember her name. One of the last high elves still in Middle Earth. And I think, oh, and a halfling thief who he steals from traders that are passing through the Shire and then sells their belongings back to other traders passing through the Shire. Very fun character. Some ideas I have, which if you're one of my friends who are in that campaign, if you're one of my friends in that campaign, leave right now because I'm gonna talk about spoilers. But I've got a lot of fun plans. The premise I have for the new Shadow, which is the name of the campaign, is that a new creeping evil is raising, you know, a new shadow, a new evil in Middle-earth. And it is actually going to be the Blue Wizards. In Lord of the Rings lore, I'm going to try and make this as accessible as I can for people who don't know Lord of the Rings, but you probably won't follow well if you don't. The wizards who were sent to Middle-earth to help people, all of them lost sight of their goal except for Gandalf. Saruman turned to evil, Radagast became obsessed with nature, but there was two additional ones we never see in the movies. The Blue Wizards, who went to the east and the south in order to stop stop Sauron's army from raising in the other regions. And I'm having it be that they were eventually corrupted in time and are now rising up their own evil armies. Excuse me. I also plan on having the Hobbit player find Saruman's ring in the Shire by chance. Because Saruman, the evil wizard, crafted his own ring of power and then died in the Shire, if you read the book. And so my plan is that when he died, some small piece of him lived on in the ring, becoming Saruman of no color. And after all of the time of being in the ring and not being able to do anything, he's had time to think on his evil actions, and... You motherfucker, you're using my computer. He has potentially repented for his actions. As for if he actually has, I'm still on the fence of deciding if he's actually turned good or not. But so, I think that's going to be a fun call to action for that player. The Orc player is going to hear whispering in his mind the voice of, the new Dark Lord. Because the Dark Lord will be sending out messages to orcs trying to command them. And the orc, the friendly orc, the story is that after the War of the Ring, he fled and would go on living in the wilderness until he eventually finds his way to the old woods and has been living with Tom Bombadil, who taught him how to be good and how to love nature. And so now he doesn't want to be evil, but he wants to do something about it. And that's where him hearing the voices is gonna be... You motherfuckers broke the tub again. But that's gonna be how Tom Bombadil's son learns about the encroaching evil. So that's those two players get call to action from that. The Hobbit is gonna find Saruman's ring, and Saruman will be able to sense the new encroaching evil. The human player is a Gondorian, and they're going to actually meet the protagonist of the unfinished New Shadow novel, and that's going to be their call to action. What are these two gnomes doing? It's 3 gnomes. Oh my god, is this safe for Twitch? Am I allowed to show this? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble showing that. Let's move away. Yeah, sure, go on a date, Dave. Hang on, let's follow him. Where's Dave Ramsey? Let's follow David Ramsey on his date. Oh. She immediately asked him on a date and then canceled. So where's he going then? Also, man, how much longer do I need to work out? 8.39. But yeah, the Gondorian human player, they're going to be meeting the original protagonist of the new Shadow novel, who's an old man. The descendant of Gimli, his call to action is that a thief has come into the Glittering Caves and stolen the Gem of Gladriel, a heirloom passed on from their father that contains 3 golden hairs that shine like the sun. And then the other dwarf character is going to come from the Glittering Caves as well, and so the two of them are going to go out looking for the thief together. And I'm actually going to start the campaign with all of these disparate stories scattered across the corners of Middle-earth, and slowly have all of the players come together. And we've yet to determine the exact call to action of the elf player, but I'm thinking they might be living in the lands established by Legolas in Ithildil, I think it is? Ithildil? If I remember right. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I'm just working off memory. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've made a heat map for how difficult of roles to make the skill checks in different areas. I've been watching loads of Lord of the Rings history and lore. I'm thinking at one point when the group that has the ring of Saruman the Colorless, when they pass near the area where Celebrimbor's kingdom lied, the ring crafter, they're going to be offered the chance to craft their own unique ring of power. Because there were lots more rings of power than we see in the books and movie. It's mentioned in the lore that there was the lesser rings created, which is why Gandalf didn't initially recognize the One Ring of Power. Alright, that's enough working out now. We achieved our goal. So, bathe here before you head home. And when you go home, this series is good because it basically gives me a podcast to talk about what's going on in my life, more or less. Because it's so, like, just chill watching things happen in it. Yeah, then go call for that. And then have an evil slumber. This motherfucker on my computer again. Check for response. Troll on forms. Play chess. And then continue writing your book. Alright. So we got plans for her set up. How long does a day take to pass in Sims at normal speed? It's about a minute a second. So that means it's about it's about a second a minute is what I meant. So that means it's about a minute for every in-game hour, which means it's about 24 minutes. If I don't speed up time, we do get pretty much an episode a day. That's interesting. So yeah, this series will be going for at least a month, I think. That'll be interesting. I'm glad to be playing Sims again. God, the evil influence on this place. Even though we don't actually own it, though. Something I'll have to fix eventually is buying this property. Man, it'll be great once I get my, I can't wait until these all pay off and I can collect my money. I'm going to get so much cash. Cash moolah that I can spend on more properties. Alright. Let's follow her on the road home. Let's slow down time a little bit so it's more followable. Jesus. Too late to slow down time, huh? Alright, what's everybody up to? Eventually I want to stream a tabletop campaign with everybody again. Like, way back I streamed a tabletop campaign on Twitch and uploaded videos to YouTube, but that series sort of died off due to scheduling issues and stuff. And one day I want to stream something for you guys, like a tabletop campaign for you guys again. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Apologies. Repair technician. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about those updates. Let's follow this guy. He was just on his date. No, he's just going for a nice walk. Walk, 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 walk. God, she wants to get past him real bad. That's funny. I wonder why she walks faster than he does. Because you'd think with them both just following the same walking coding, they'd be moving at relatively the same speed. But for some reason, she goes faster than him. Huh. Neat. Man, I wonder what the speedrunning category on The Sims looks like. What do people even do when they speedrun stuff in The Sims? I want to see a speedrun of getting all of the skill achievements. This game is so chill. Words. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 in my free time again. I adore that game. I've got it, modded like crazy, like to the point where... I think I linked on the Discord, but maybe that's gone. I'll have to link it again. I have my mod pack saved on Nexus, so you guys can actually find it and download it. I might have to link it again in the near future. But, it's... I like it. I like the mod pack I have, but it's at the point where if I install an additional mod, the game will not launch, and I have to uninstall another mod. I'm at literally the game's maximum amount. I also have a bunch of the Creation Club content, which contributes to that. Which, Fallout 4's Creation Club content, very underrated, very fun, very cool. I did not like all the people who got angry at Creation Club. I do agree with the people who said, if you had the Season Pass, you should have gotten it all, because that's DLC, and Season Pass promised you all the DLC. Oh, dreaming about BDSM and dreaming about what trash I am. But, I don't have any issue with paid mods, especially if it's an opt-in thing from the modders. Like, I know Skyrim just added an update where, like, it's a new category where modders can put their mods up for sale. And I see fucking nothing wrong with that, and anybody getting mad about that is just a little baby bitch. Because, you know what? If a modder, it's not like Bethesda's forcing people to put their content on there. They still offer the BethesdaNet free modding service where you can just get mods for free. That is disgusting. But, like, they're just giving modders an option to get revenue. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all for that. Lord knows I would, if I had more money and more expendable income, I would want to pay off modders to, like, for what they do. I'd actually want to hire modders to make specific mods for me. If I ever become a big-time YouTuber, that's 100% the thing I want to do. Like, I know the big New Vegas mod I want a singular mod that re-adds all of the because, fun fact, Fallout New Vegas at launch had a bunch of extra environmental details, NPCs, and other decorative detailing that all got cut out in the first, like, week or so through updates to make it run better on PS3. And I want all of that modded back in. I want a mod that reactivates all of the deactivated content, and I also want one that makes Freeside one large open area and the Strip one large open area, because those were split up into sections in the developmental cycle for various reasons. Like, I want a uncut New Vegas experience, you know? I know when I eventually play through Sims 3 on the channel, which, by the way, if you like, Fallout 3, I meant to say, by the way, if you like Fallout, I have Fallout Fridays, and I'm currently playing through Fallout 2. But when I eventually play Fallout 3 on the channel, I'm gonna play with the Tale of Two Wastelands mode, so I can have New Vegas' survival mode in my Fallout 3 playthrough. What are you guys doing? I should build the house from Sanctuary Hills in this. That'd be a fun one. I want to build two things, actually. I want to build the house that you actually have in Fallout 4, the Sanctuary Hills house. And I also want to build the one that exists in the concept art. That's a 2-story version of it. That could be a fun thing to do as a side in an episode on this eventually. Or as a bonus video or something. Ooh, we're at the 20-minute mark, so you know what? Next time on Sims 3 The Rise of Evil, we will, you know, just keep vibing. We'll just keep vibing. Hope you've all been enjoying this episode, and cards will be appearing in just a moment. Love all of you very, very much, and ta-ta for now.